I wanted to show you my old karate dojo from the late 80s. This was Isshin-ryu Karate back in the day, and sadly my old sensei passed away a few years ago, Carl Mangione. Him, his wife Amy Mangione, and Lonnie Workman were all senseis here, and there was some good, his son Josh Mangione used to compete in karate tournaments and was a karate champion around the Burlington area. But yeah, this looks totally different from when it was a dojo. Like, that wall wouldn't have been there. This would have just been an open space. It was a real cool, it was a cool little dojo. Yeah, I can just picture now the size on the wall and the belts hanging. White through black. I got to yellow belt. My dad stayed a little longer and he got to blue belt. There was a time where my mom was even studying karate here as well. So all of us were here, and my dad stayed in a little bit longer. But I got to yellow, and I did compete in a tournament and somewhere in Burlington. And of course, you know, you had to learn kata, and of course, to advance to the next belt. But Skids, I always remember, Skids is right over there. We'd park in this parking. I guess we'd all park in this church parking lot because it was late at night, or, you know, evening when you'd come to class. But, and then, you know, Skids, of course, is down that way. So people often after class, you're working up a good sweat and a good appetite, you go get a little bite to eat at famous Skids. It's been around, I think, since the 50s. Anyway, though, I wanted to share this with you real quick, and I'm gonna try to find my belt and my old Ishin-ryu badge, and I'll show that to you as well. But it looks like a small building, but believe it or not, it was a nice little dojo. And I want to say, like, that would have been the main room right there, where we worked out, and then right there was another room where you could spar. But the guy, I actually read that I can't remember his name, but the Japanese man, it was a picture of the guy, the founder of Ishin-ryu on the wall, and we always bowed to him. And anyway, we always bowed to him, and I heard that Mr. Miyagi from Karate Kid was loosely based on him. I actually did a little reading, and I'm sure, you know, they took it, you know, I'm sure he was a, you know, conglomerate of characters, you know. So who's to say? But nevertheless, Don Nagel studied under him in Japan. I want to say in Okinawa, and he's passed away. He passed away a few decades ago, a couple decades ago at least. I want to say the late 80s, early 90s, but he was one of, like, the first, like, Americans to really take Ishin-ryu and really bring it to America and make make it popular here. So, but like I said, I'm gonna try to find some of my old Ishin-ryu stuff. Ishin-ryu does exist. I don't know where. I don't think there's one around here, but they are in the United States still. And there's a lot of different, you know, different karate schools and a lot of styles. You know, of course, with mixed martial arts getting big in UFC, you know, there's so many different fighting styles now. And anyway, I will get back to you. I'm gonna find that stuff and make it a part of this video. So I will see you soon. This is where, you know, I was looking this up. The character Mr. Miyagi, he was inspired by Chojun Miyagi, who actually learned under, let me back up a little bit, who learned under Tatsuya Shimabuku. Now, Shimabuku was the founder of Ishin-ryu Karate, and we always bowed to a picture of him before each karate lesson, before working out. You know, I always remember at the beginning of the class, everybody, you know, we always bowed to his picture. And I'm sure they still do that in many karate schools today, you know. Oh, Don Nagel. Let me pull him up. Don Nagel was like one of the first real badasses, Isshin-ryu badasses that won. He was a karate legend, and he learned under Shimabuku when he was in the military. Yeah, while in Okinawa, he began to study Ishin-ryu Karate, yeah. So, around 57. So Don was born in 1938 and died in 99 at age 61 of cardiac arrest. He was known as the Laughing Red Devil. He must have been, I've heard a lot about him. He was, he really popularized, like I said, he popularized Ishin-ryu Karate here in America. This is a video of Don Nagel. Now, Don Nagel, you know, like I said, he learned from the man, the founder of Ishin-ryu. This is him back in 1990 performing kata. Now, this guy was a legit Ishin-ryu badass, one of the originals. We had to perform the same katas, you know, to advance to the next belt. Of course, this is an advanced kata. Well, like I said, I found what I was looking for, and I wanted to add this in with the video, the Dojo video. But well, I found the Ishin-ryu Karate. This is my patch. I have a smaller one too that went on my gi. But this is it. She was like a god. I guess it looks like some kind of Japanese goddess at sea with a kind of a karate stance. She seems to be making with Japanese letters. I'm sure that's probably Ishin-ryu or something to do with karate in Japanese. I used to could count to 10 in Japanese. Uchi-ku, Roko, Hachi. I remember a few, but you know when you'd have to run in place, and they would make you count in Japanese. I'm sure my dad would remember that if he sees this video. I'm sure that'll come back to him as well. Anyway, here's my yellow belt. That is my yellow belt, but I was really glad to find this, and I have a certificate. When I got my yellow belt, I got it, and it's signed by all the senseis. Carl Mangione, the one who just passed away a few years ago, and then Lonnie Workman and Amy. So it's like all their names are on the certificate. I'm gonna have to ask my dad. I wonder if he has anything from his karate days. I'd be really interested to know. Anyway, here's my bow. Yeah. I can't. Yeah, I'm gonna end up breaking something, but anyway, I don't know if I can't remember. God, I was 10 or 11 years old while, you know, in karate when, anyway, I just wanted to show you those things, and I'll talk to you soon, and see you next time.